Ugandans have done it again. We have once again taken to social media and show that our voices count. I've mentioned before that the success of the pothole exhibition hashtag put me in a position of having to eat my hat.
Yes.
Because previously I've been very, I would be very mocking of those who would take to social media
slacktivism
and engage in slacktivism, as it were. You know, just being keyboard warriors, insulting people, tweeting and retweeting and thinking you're changing anything. Well, we saw from the recent pothole exhibition campaign that the leaders paid attention, the president paid attention, budgets were released for the potholes to be fixed.
Yes.
And so perhaps having gained confidence from the reactions to that campaign, the Uganda Twitter army has once again embarked on a new campaign. This time with regards to the health sector. It's called the hashtag Uganda Health Exhibition hashtag, which was trending for all of yesterday.
Yes.
And is still trending today. And the aim is to bring to attention the sorry state of Uganda's health sector.
Yes.
And what I found interesting about this is it has emerged that the Ministry of Health has been trying to get ahead of this campaign.
Yes.
Because it had been announced a few days in advance, so they had time to prepare. Some people on social media, Olive, I saw Sami Manini alleging that he was contacted by people connected to the ministry, and that apparently they're trying to recruit influencers to counter the negative.
Oh, yes. I saw a tweet by Jimmy Spire where he had screenshots saying that why are you calling people that are actually mentioning things that are supposed to be mentioned, why are you calling them detractors? They are mentioning things that are happening. If they're exposing the rot we have in our health sector, then why are you trying to hide it by getting influencers to get ahead of this and make everything look good, yet we all know what's going on? Because Fatboy, all you have to do is to go to Mulago Hospital and you're going to find people sleeping on the floor, or in any government hospital actually.
So my question is, this isn't like a secret.
It is not.
It's not news. Everyone knows that our hospitals and medical services are in a sorry state. So why would they care that people are going to discuss it on social media?
Because they probably, the only answer that makes sense, it's because they do not want this to trickle down and go back to the president, maybe because the KCCA, the potholes issue went out of hand and the president had to order for 6 billion to be released so that the roads could be worked on.
Yep.
And probably people have been eating money and now they have to account.
So you risk being exposed.
Exactly.
You can become the next Iron Sheets Mafia.
Thank you very much.
Because someone exposed them.
Yes.
And that's how they ended up, with heads rolling.
Yes.
Okay, so the Ministry of Health, in a bid to get ahead of this, I saw that they too participated in the hashtag campaign by tweeting out instead photographs showing progress in the health sector. I was mentioning how there was a tweet they put out of photographs of well-equipped ICU units that were recently installed in the various regional referral hospitals.
Yes.
And they put out other tweets trying to showcase the progress they're making, the money they're investing. And so I don't know if that's going to be enough to counter the negative opinions that are going to be dominant on Twitter.
I don't know whether it will be enough. And here's the thing. We are thankful. Yes, we have now ICUs in regional referral hospitals. It's now a far cry from where we used to be. So yes, on that, we say thank you. But then there are more. And there is more. And Spire still shared some screenshots saying that they are from former interns. Some of them are other civil servants working in the health sector and other sectors. And one of them reads, please keep me anonymous because I'm a public servant. I would want to share about my time as an intern doctor a couple of years ago when I lost a record 8 patients within 12 hours at Chirudu National Referral Hospital. This was a time when a certain cohort of intern doctors had finished their rotations and had been signed off. A few of us who had not yet finished our clinical rotations were asked to distribute ourselves equally to run the facility. Our senior doctors were by then under the UMA strike for some weeks. So he goes on to say that that's how he found himself one night running an emergency unit of a national referral hospital alone with just 2 enrolled nurses from 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. By midnight, mortalities were already 6. The number rose to 8 before I handed over to the next intern doctor at 8 a.m. They died because I was overwhelmed. I would receive more than 1 critical patient at a go, so I would choose who to save and who to let go, a situation you can never imagine yourself.
How do you live with that?
I know.
And it's just so tragic. Now, Jimmy Spire was also the architect of the Portal exhibition.
Yes, and I think it gained traction because of the way he did it. Like you said in the beginning, you said you were always hesitant about social media activism because it entailed abusing people, insulting people, but he did it in a good way. He just said, guys, this is what is going on in our country. Come on board, expose the potholes in your neighborhood. And that's what people did. So he said this time, please come with evidence, expose the rot in our health sector. And that is what is going on.
And he's a cartoonist by profession.
He's a cartoonist. He's also he's highly educated. We know him as a cartoonist, but he's also a PhD holder. He's well-read, well-researched.
And I believe he was on Crystal's show not too long ago.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly. Okay, so far so good. I wonder how successful this hashtag campaign will be, because and I was saying this when he first announced that he was going to embark on this health thing. I said, wait, is he maybe getting a bit too carried away?
No,
because I feel like the first
exhibition going on.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the hashtag. Is it the same thing?
No, the other one was hashtag potholes.
Yes. This one is exactly. So following the pothole thing, and when he announced that he wanted to now do something for health, and he was encouraging people to start contributing posts for health, the exhibition, I retweeted him and said, is he getting carried away?
No, he's not.
Because is it a case of one thing working and you think it's the next one will also work?
Well, if the first one worked, then why not? And what better time than when there is a health exhibition? And
excuse me.
Instead, first hear me out. Instead of us just listening to people giving us speeches about what they have done in the health sector, why not expose the other side that they're not willing to expose?
Nancy, what I'm saying is, you can drop a hit album
and then you want another one immediately.
And the next album flops. Or you release a hit movie and then the sequel flops.
Okay, that usually happens, but also
just because the first one has hype, it's no guarantee that the next one.
But then there are also cases where you release one season of Game of Thrones and people can't wait for the second and the third. So by the time you start flopping,
then you've
already made some good money
on the last season. Okay, because if this proves to be successful, also I guess we'll keep jumping on the next issue, right?
As long as the issues are there and they're not concocted and there is evidence of rot in public services, let's continue doing this. Maybe this is how the powers that be are going to finally listen.
Who knew that Twitter could make such a huge impact? Well, good luck and keep listening to The Fatboy Show. It's your number one station, RX Radio.